time has come. We're going to give the Audi that much needed clean today. I've got my little boy Oscar with me, superhero of the day. Going to give us a hand cleaning the car. Typical British fashion. It's been raining on and off, so we've been in the back garden cleaning all the arch liners for the back and all the under trays and stuff. And also the battery is dead on the car, so I can't move it to where I wanted to, so it's going to have to stay in the parking space where it is, and we're just going to have to struggle. The camera angle is going to be a little bit rubbish, but yeah, we'll do a little time lapse and get the car clean. Yeah, okay then, let's do it.
Bye.
So that's the car all cleaned up, and to be fair, it has cleaned up pretty well, but it still does need a polish because yeah, it doesn't look that great, the paintwork, and we've got some repairs to do obviously, especially on that rear quarter, on that arch that needs filling and painting. And eagle-eyed viewers will also notice that those yellow headlights are now nice and polished and treated. They have come up pretty nice, to be fair. And also I've got the new plates on. They are the 3D gel ones, so don't hate me, I do think they look pretty nice. Interior has also come up pretty nice. Seats look mint. It's all cleaned up pretty well. New headliners in, much better compared to the last one with all the holes and dirt all over it. And yeah, didn't really need to pay much attention to the wheels because they don't clean up very well. And I have also got a new pair of wheels to go on there. Pair of wheels or a set? Yeah, I don't just want a pair, that would look odd. I want 4 of them. I'll show you them now. So here they are. 17-inch B6, same era. Quite nice wheels, not perfect condition, but they do look pretty nice. Need to put the cap back on this one because that fell off on the previous owner, but he has given it to me. And I think I do need to change the tyres because they're pretty close to the legal limit. In fact, on some of the edges I think they are below 1.6, which is obviously the lower limit in the UK. So get some new tyres on, and also need to bleed those brakes at the same time, so as I do each corner I'll bleed the brakes as I go round. Yeah, hopefully that sorts out the brakes, and then it should be ready for the MOT. Fingers crossed. So I'm now back at my home address with the car, because it is closer to the MOT station, and because my parents were sick of the sight of the car on their drive, which I do not blame them. On the way home I actually sprung a bit of a coolant leak, bit disheartening, but I think I know what it is. I swapped the thermostat housing before I left, and I think the O-ring was perished. The new thermostat didn't come with a new O-ring for the solid line that goes into the front of the thermostat, so it's either badly perished or I pinched it when I put the pipe back in. So I need to sort that now because the MOT is booked in for tomorrow. But on a plus note, the steering angle sensor light did go out on the way back, so that's all good. And before I left I actually noticed that there was a fuse missing for one of the engine control modules, and I thought, what an absolute donut, how did I not spot that before? I thought I checked all the fuses, but obviously I didn't. So anyway, happy days. I'm just glad that it's nothing serious. The only lights I've got on the dash now is for the brake pad wear sensors, but that isn't an MOT failure. The pads are good, but I think the plugs for the brake pads for the sensors are just, yeah, a little bit iffy. So I'll look at that another day, but I'm not really bothered at the moment. Main thing is getting it in for the MOT, and fingers crossed it passes. So yeah, we'll go around now, have a little look, because I've got the new wheels on, and I did bleed the brakes also before I left, and they're all good. I started at the master cylinder, then the driver's side at the front, then passenger rear, then the driver's side rear, and the brakes feel mint. So happy days, another thing sorted. So we get out now, sort that coolant leak, and then MOT tomorrow. Let's do it. So we're outside the car now, so let's have a little look what these wheels look like on the car. Let me know in the comments what you think of them. Here they are. Personally, I do think they look pretty nice on this car, but let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with that coolant leak, and fingers crossed we get it done ready for the morning, because we've got 4 new tyres to go on first thing, and then it's MOT time. Let's do it. So here we are, alternator's back off the car down there, and the coolant bottle is out of the way. And then all I've done is taken 2 13mm nuts off the back of the intake manifold, raised it up slightly, which you are able to do because you've got these flexes along the front, so there is a little bit of play. And then all I've done is just propped it up on a spanner just to hold it in place, and then I can get right down there where that solid coolant line goes into the front of the thermostat housing to replace that O-ring. And yeah, there's literally just enough to be able to pull that out slightly, get the O-ring on. So I'll do that now, and then hopefully there's no more coolant leaks. Thermostat housing is up against the engine, nice and snug, so I don't think it's coming out of there. Also, I have got a replacement part for the swirl flaps, so there's the new little control arm. Happy days. let's get this O-ring on, and then yeah, see where we are. So that's the new O-ring on, solid line, bolted back up to the thermostat, and we've got no leaks, which is amazing. Happy days. Also got the brand new second-hand battery on there, which I didn't show you. Only paid 20 quid for that from the scrapyard, and also the freshly painted wiper arms, which I didn't show you last time. But anyway, it's getting pretty late now, so I'm going to get in, spend an hour with the wife and kids, and then I'll see you in the morning. So it's the next morning and we are on the road, on the way to the MOT station. Car feels good, we've got no lights on the dash. Suspension feels good. It will probably feel a whole lot better when it's got those 4 new tyres on. So I am on the way to work as well, so I'm going to quickly go and grab the 4 tyres out of my work van, chuck them in the boot of the car, and then swing round to the MOT station, and then it is all in their hands. So fingers crossed everything I've done to the car is acceptable, and yeah, we should be on the road with a fresh MOT later on, and I will be buzzing. So let's go and give it to them and see what the verdict is. I'll catch up with you after. Cheers. So I'm back from work and the garage, and unfortunately I have got some bad news. The car did fail the MOT, but it's nothing I've done to the car. Everything I did was inspected and that was absolutely fine, but the car does have one major defect, and that being that the vehicle structure is corroded, and in brackets it says the front end holding the front engine mount. Now he's not talking about the chassis of the car and the actual engine mounts, he's talking about the bracket that's on the front of the engine that's got a little rubber bush that sits inside the slam panel that basically stops the engine from vibrating. So technically not an engine mount. Let me know your views in the comments. But anyway, it's failed on that, so we need to get it sorted. I do reflect his view because the slam panel does hold the radiator and the fan, and it's got corrosion, so we need to get it sorted. So we'll do that in the next video. If you haven't subscribed already, much appreciated if you do that now. We've got 10 days to get that done and get it back in for the MOT. So can we get it done? Let's find out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.